Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's PaulieEsther here, and on Saturday, April the 25th, we have a huge Dead by Daylight charity event happening, and I want to tell you all about it. Okay, so the event is called the War of the Fog, and it's sponsored by Streamloots. So if you don't know what Streamloots is, it's a system that people can integrate into their streams on any platform, which allows an extra level of interactivity between a streamer and their chat. You can either gift packs of cards away to your community, or you can sell them, and it allows the people in chat to play cards that you have to obey while you play a certain game. Now, they have a variety of different collections, Animal Crossing, Dead by Daylight, just to name a few. But basically, all of these cards are just limited by your imagination as a streamer, and you can create the cards in whatever way you desire. So here's a couple samples of different cards that you may have already seen appear on my stream. So we have like this one, for example.
PaulieEsther says drop your item and never pick up anything.
There's an example of one, or let's see, I won't do too many of these, but just to give you an idea of kind of things.
Stop. Go find a pallet to waste.
So basically, during gameplay, people can kind of dictate what I have to do, and it's up to me to see if I can survive under these conditions.
PaulieEsther says new rule: you can only escape by the hatch unless killer closes it.
Alright, so that gives you an idea of what some of the Streamloots cards look like. Again, this is just an example of a couple of cards that I have on my stream. It's really just limited to your imagination and how you write up the card and what you're willing to do or put yourself through in a game to see if you can still survive, or if you make killer cards, see if you can still successfully kill the opposing survivors, having these monkey wrenches thrown at you. If you are a streamer who is interested in integrating this into your own stream, there will be a link here on the screen, as well as in the description and the pinned comment below, on how you can start up with Streamloots. Okay, so the Streamloots people came to us and asked some of the streamers who are already involved in using the Streamloots system if they wanted to do a charitable event related to Dead by Daylight, and of course we agreed. And they picked 20 people to participate in this, 4 teams of 5, and we're gonna play throughout the day, and there will be special packs that are sold for this charitable event with 100% of the money that are going to the charities that we, the streamers, chose. And if you guys buy these packs of cards, then you'll be able to play the cards to influence either the survivors as a group. All 4 survivors will have to obey the card when it's played, or the killer who is trying to hunt us down. So these are all going to be Kill Your Friends matches, and we're going to play 10 games each, all against the same killer. We have a designated killer, and the 4 survivors are going to go up against them. And you guys are going to be able to buy these packs of cards and play them on stream to mess us up. So we want to have a lot of fun with it. I think it's going to be a great event. I'll show you the links tomorrow when the event is actually on, that you can start to buy the packs. They are going to be a little pricey because the money's going to charity, and they are limited use cards as well. Like the cards will expire after the event is over, but you should know, so you should know that going into how many packs you buy, and also know that you're doing a good thing here for charity. They're going to be COVID related charities. We have a group from the UK who is donating all of their money on the packs sold to the National Health Service in the United Kingdom, and the North American teams are donating all of the money to the Center of Disease Control for CDC.gov. So there's special collections. You won't buy off of my collection. We're going to give you the links tomorrow for the special collections, and the money from that is directly linked to the PayPal accounts for CDC.gov and the National Health Service UK. So I promise you, they're getting 100% of this money. Now we're going to go over who is participating and how you can watch them. Okay, so as I said, there's 4 different groups. Group 1 is from the UK, and their team name is The Gamers. They're headed up by Ardetha as the killer, and the 4 survivors are going to be Ayrun, JRM, Class, and EarthtoLydia, and they're raising money for the National Health Service in the UK. Group number 2 is the Megheads, and their killer is going to be the King. And the survivors are going to be EdgarAlanBro, myself, Queen Kuro, and ThatNerdViolet. And we're raising money for the Center for Disease Control. Group number 3 is Team Ready Up. Their killer is TydeTyme. And the survivors are going to be TheCheshireKat, RunningMan, DANinahurry, and Frisk. Also raising money for the CDC.gov. And finally, the 4th group is the Boosted Boys. And their killer is going to be Monto. And the 4 survivors there are going to be Sattelizer, Noob3, Puppers, and Farmer John. So today they released the schedule, and these are the tentative times of who is going to play when. Hopefully it'll be close to these times. The times that are given here are in Pacific Standard Time, West Coast times. If you don't know what that means, you would just ask Google or Siri and say, hey Google, when it's 5:30 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time, what time is that for me? And then it'll tell you. Same thing with Siri. That's how, if you don't know how the time zones work to do the conversion, that's the easiest way to get that information. You could also type it in on Google to get that info. So the first team that's going to go is going to be the UK team because of the time zone differences. It's much later for them in the day than it is for me, for example. So the gamers, the group with Ardetha, Ayrun, JRM, Class, and EarthtoLydia will be starting at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8:30 for me, and I believe it's like 1:30 p.m. for them. Time zones are hard. All right, group number, the second group who will be going will be group Ready Up, which is TydeTyme, CheshireKat, RunningMan, DANinahurry, and Frisk, and they're going to go at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 10 a.m. for me here in Eastern. Again, you'll have to figure out what time that is for you. Then the third group that will be going is the Boosted Boys, which is Monto, Sattelizer, Noob3, Puppers, and Farmer John. And that group is starting at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 3:30 p.m. for me in here in Eastern. And then the final group would be my group, the Megheads, and that's King, EdgarAlanBro, Queen Kuro, and ThatNerdViolet, and myself. And we'll be going at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. Got it? And I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to say, well, why isn't so-and-so in it? And why is it these people and not this person? And that's to be expected. Just know that most of these people already have a relationship with Streamloots. They're familiar with the card system, or they're being introduced to it and have an interest in starting it shortly. There were other people who were asked and they declined because the timing didn't work out for them. And there are other people who were very interested in being in this, and we had the spots that were filled, so you may see them as alternates depending on what happens. But know that, yes, we wish that we could have gotten everyone who wanted to contribute to this charitable event in here if possible. We did what we could to accommodate and fill this schedule. I mean, who knows? Maybe we could see something like this on a bigger scale involving the entire Dead by Daylight streaming community. Now we're going to go over the format of the event. You know the groups already. We're going to scroll down here and it says Hall of Fame. So what's going to happen is Streamloots War of the Fog is a charity-based event where 4 squads consisting of 20 people will be competing in a best of 10 format. These squads are predetermined, meaning that the killers will always play the role as the killer and the survivors will continue to play the role as survivors throughout the games. By the end of the 10 games, the survivor in each squad with the best combined score will enter the Hall of Fame event. The killers, however, compete versus each other. In the end, the killer with the best combined score after the respective best of 10 will enter the Hall of Fame. The community has a chance to influence the games by purchasing either the killer or survivor packs that contains cards that influence the gameplay. This leaves the event open for lots of surprises, and where the winners of the event are impossible to predict. All the proceeds will go towards the charities that each squad has decided to support for the occasion. We'll see you in the fog on April the 25th. The cards that are purchased will be available for this event only and are non-refundable. They cannot be transferred into specific streamers' collections afterwards. All right, now I'm going to show you a tweet on how you can win a $100 Amazon gift card connected to this event. So go on to Twitter, follow @Streamloots. This is their account here, Streamloots EN, It's English. This is a Spanish company. At Streamloots, announcing the official War of the Fog team rosters. Predict the winners of each group, 1 killer and 4 survivors, and like and retweet this post. So, on this tweet, reply to it with your predictions of who you believe is going to be the best overall killer amongst the killers, and the survivor who will have the best point score after the 10 matches to win their best group survivor. So you're picking the best killer from Ardetha, King, Tyde, and Monto, and then the best survivor who will get the most overall points of each group. If you are the closest to having a correct prediction, you'll be put into the raffle, and there will be 2 Amazon gift cards handed out. Go to Twitter, go to @Streamloots, reply to this with your prediction, and good luck. Okay, so a couple questions that I have been asked about this event already is, what if you just want to donate to the charity and you don't actually want to play the cards? Well, there's nothing saying that you have to play the cards if you buy the packs. Knowing that they're just one-day cards and they expire anyway, if you just want to contribute to our goals that are going to be on screen for buying the packs, you can just buy the packs and never play any of the cards. So that's an option. And obviously there's nothing stopping you from going to the CDC website right now and just making a donation. But 100% of the money for these packs goes to the charity anyway. So I would just say if you just purchase the packs from the link, and whether or not you want to play the cards or not is up to you. But know that 100% of your donation buying those packs is going to go to the charity and support us in this role. Now, the other question I get a lot is, where can I watch this? Well, every one of the streamers who is participating in this will presumably be streaming their point of view as they play. The cards will appear on everyone's screen. So, like my group of 4 survivors, all of us should be seeing the same cards at the same time, and they all apply to us. And, you know, it might be different for our configurations on how we have our overlays, but we should all be seeing the same cards at the same time. Now, some of you out there may want to be able to watch more than one point of view. Let's say you want to see Monto's Boosted Boys squad, and you want to see Monto as killer and Noob and Puppers as survivors at the same time. How can you do that? Well, maybe you know about this already, or maybe I'm going to blow your mind. So I'm just going to show you something here, how you can see multiple Twitch points of view at once. So there's this thing that's called multitwitch.tv, which allows you to watch multiple streamers at once. And you see here in the description, it says just put in the names of the channels and separate them by slashes. So you would, on the day of the event, when the streamers are live on Twitch, you would just come on here and you would type in Monto and Puppers, for example. See, the only Monto and Puppers, and you would separate their channels by the slashes. And then this would show you both of their points of view. And you can even turn the audio on for both at once. And over here on the right, it will show you chat for every channel, I believe. If you wanted to see more than just 2 people, you would just add in slashes and put more folks in there. So if you wanted to add Farmer John to the mix, then here you would go and just go /Farmer John, and then you add in Farmer John as a third one. And if you wanted to see the whole Boosted Boys squad, then you're going to add in Sattelizer and Noob 3, right? So that you would just put all 5 of them in here like this. And you just have them all separated by slashes, and you would have all 5 points of view here on your screen at once. And you could turn the audio on for all of them, or just listen to one, depending on, you know, what your preference is. And again, I think all of the chat merges here on the right. I'm not, oh no, maybe you have to click. Yeah, okay, so there's clickables here, and you can click between their chat rooms. So if I want to see Monto's chat, I'd click that one. Satellizer's chat, I would click that one. So you have access to all 5 streams at once, all 5 chats at once, and you could watch it like this if you so choose. Or you could just watch, you know, one person's channel if you only wanted to watch a killer perspective from Monto. But this is an option to see everyone's point of view at once. So keep that in mind with multitwitch.tv. Okay? And of course, for the other rosters, you would be able to do the same thing on multitwitch.tv with the slashes for all of our respective channels to watch our groups play with one another. And finally, I'm going to share with you the 3 amazing promotional videos that were made for this War of the Fog event to give you an idea of like what it will be like and how cards will be played on the stream, hopefully. And these were created by Luminious with some help of Cozy Chicken and Jon Rob, who has created a lot of wonderful soundtracks for Dead by Daylight, like What If This Killer Had This Chase music. Jon Rob did the soundtracks for these videos. They're really great. Luminious is an amazing animator. If you've watched any of Lumi's work, you know that I have collaborated with her on the voices of some of her videos, and I highly recommend that you check out her channel. It is so cool and funny to watch her source filmmaker videos. If you enjoy Salmonation's parodies, I think that you would equally enjoy Lumi's source filmmaker work. It's really clever, and I love working with her. She's so easy to work with and so talented, and she does some great work. So I highly recommend that you check out her channel and just watch one of the source filmmaker videos. And if that doesn't make you want to go back and watch them all, then, you know, I guess it's not for you, but I think it's top-notch quality. So here's the promos.
You're not allowed to open this locker. What?
What the? What?
What?
There it is again.
What?
The skill check noise. I keep hearing it, but nothing comes up.
Huh. That's weird.
You're just imagining it.
Are you guys seriously not hearing this?
No. It sounds like a you problem. Hey, we all did it. That was easy.
Right, come on, let's go.
Nah, I want him to come over. I want to get more points.
And if he downs you, you'll be expecting me to save you, won't you?
Well, that's not gonna happen. Hey, big guy.
Just leave her, let's go.
What?
Now look what you've done.
No, I didn't know!
So there you have it, War of the Fog, Saturday, April the 25th. Keep your eyes on Streamloots socials to see if anything changes and for those links to buy those packs once the collections go live. One day only cards to play. All of the money is going to our respective charities. Please come out, and even if you can't buy the packs and support us financially, come out and watch us and watch the fun. We're really looking forward to doing a lot of good here in this troublesome time, and it's like Dead by Daylight's version of a Together at Home event, right? So please turn out and support us in this. We would love to see you there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.